This is Reality Dispatch, written by Jim Minns.
The battery was from an old Toyota, a gas guzzler, so it was easy to clip cables and draw the power. Factories lined every inch of square land in the area where he resided, and he had come across an electric car manufacturer a few blocks over. However, that technology was too advanced to siphon what he needed. He couldn't remember how long he had been in this part of the world. He knew it was somewhere in Asia. He was hoping for China. He did not understand the language that adorned the walls and street signs. It had taken him many nights on horseback, riding from Nice to get this far east. 2 horses. He made a point that burying the first for the animal's dignity was a virtue that still carried weight for him. When the second had collapsed, by that time, his faith that civilization would re-emerge and restore what had existed had faded. He left the carcass to rot on the side of the road and continued the rest of the months-long journey on foot. He wasn't sure what he was looking for. He didn't think to venture west. The fallout of the toxic air was rumored to emit from the western seaboard of Spain. Instead, he traversed as far east as he could, a part of the world he had never laid eyes on before. He survived the journey on a diet of rats — he was accustomed to hunting — and pineapples. The fruit would be considered a delicacy now, and he longed for the sweet taste. He clipped the cables to the battery and placed the corresponding pegs to the end of the hand iron. There he hovered it over the motherboard of the phone that lay in 3 pieces on the table where thousands of workers used to manufacture them by the hour. He delicately soldered the portions that he believed matched up based on the incisions that were present. He planned to get the phone into some form of working order, and perhaps it could show him a website or two. Maybe there was life beyond Europe, beyond Asia, where society still functioned and the internet was able to thrive. He needed to know. He was delicate with melting the wires that were to glue the motherboards together. He sniffed back a humorous memory when he used to own as many as 3 of these devices at a time, one for the guys, one for the girls, and one for work. He prided himself on his ability to purchase the latest iPhone upon release. He estimated he had owned at least 150 smartphones since their inception. Now, he sat in the ruins of their birthplace and tried soldering a signal from a piece of old wire fence. The metal melted and he took that as a sign of hope. He did not know that any of his actions would have any effect on bringing the phone to any state of working order. He was motivated by a combination of hope and boredom. He longed for company. He'd repair a window if it meant he could speak with his neighbors. This was the same thing, even if it was a useless endeavor.
For more stories of fact-based fiction, head to jimminns.substack.com.